Hello. We're going to be talking about 2 and 3-digit multiplication today, so go ahead and get your notebooks open and find the next clean page and title it 2 and 3-digit multiplication. Once you get that written down, go ahead and write your I can statement, which is I can multiply multi-digit whole numbers. After you finish writing that, let's talk about what this means. I can multiply multi-digit. Multi means what? If you said more than one, then you'd be correct. And digit, remember, is just a way to write a number, like using the symbol 2 to represent 2. Whole numbers, we're not talking about decimals here. Whole numbers only. Let's start out by reviewing what is multiplication. I gave a sample problem, 2 times 3. Easy. Multiplying means that the number is getting larger. Larger. That's just like addition, it's getting larger, not like division where we're getting smaller. So that's important to know. If I were taking notes, I would write multiplying means it's getting larger. Multiplying is saying, in this example, I have 2 groups with 3 people in each group. So it's a way to represent those numbers again. It's a fast version of repeated addition. So instead of doing 2 plus 2 plus 2 more to make 3, there we go, 3 groups of 2, we're just doing 2 times 1 group, 2 groups, 3 groups to make 6. Let's review using just a 1-digit multiplier. Hopefully you guys all learned this in 4th grade. If not, we'll do a very quick review. I like to draw little circles around my numbers. That way I can be sure that I've hit every number I need to hit. So we'll start with 6 and 7. 6 times 7, or 7 times 6, equals 42. So I'm going to put my 2 where? Down below. And then I don't just write my 4 next to it. What do I have to do with my 4? I need to carry my 4. So I'm going to put that up at the top here. Then I'm finished with the 7 times 6. I got my answer. Now I need to do 4 times 6. 4 times 6 equals 24. Am I finished? No, I have to add in what I carried, this up here, that gets added in. So 24, which is my answer here, plus the 4 more that I carry equals 28. So then I just write my 28 right below. My answer is 282. Let's do one together for multi-digit multiplication. Go ahead and copy this problem down in your notebooks. We'll take it apart piece by piece. The first thing you need to do is start with that number in the ones column. I'm only going to be working with this 1 right now. I have to wait until this 1 goes to each of these other numbers before I even think about that 3. So I'm going to pretend it's not even there right now. So the first circle I draw is 1 and 5. So 5 times 1 is 5. Where do I write that? Right down below. Do I have anything to carry this time? No, so I'm just left with a 5. Then I'm going to draw a loop around my 1 and my 3. Still working with that 1. I'm just going to scoot on over to the right. 1 times 3, or 3 times 1, equals 3. Do I have anything to carry? No. So my 3 goes down below. And then I'm done with that one, and I can move on to the 1 and the 8. 1 times 8 is 8. I don't have anything to carry, so I'm going to write my 8 below. I am now finished with that 1. I don't need to think about this anymore. Since I'm moving over one place value, I'm moving from the 1s to the 10s column, I need to add a placeholder before I start multiplying. What do we use for a placeholder? 0. 0 is what we always use. You might have learned to do an X Either one knows that we're just holding that place because I'm done with this one, I'm scooting over. So I need my answers to be scooted over. Then we start our multiplication. I'm ready to work with this 3. I'm going to start with a number in the ones column first because we need to go from smallest, start with the smallest number, and then work our way to get bigger and bigger. So 3 times 5 equals 15. This one we do have to carry, so I put my 5 down below, carry my 1 to the next number over that I need to deal with. So it's been the 5, next it's going to be the 3. So I put my 1 up top of the 3. Then I scoot over again. 3 times 3, straight up and down. 3 times 3 is 9. And then I need to add my 1 more. This one gets added. So I have 10. When I write my 10, that's a 2-digit number, so I'm going to have to carry again. My 0 goes down below the 8, and then my 1 goes right above the other 8. Now I'm ready to multiply the last digit. 3 times 8. 3 times 8 is 24. Am I done? Not yet. I have to add that last 1 in here. So 24 plus 1 equals 25. And then I write that below. Each number gets its own column. So I have my ones column, my tens column, my hundreds column, thousands, and then my 10,000s column. We have to add them all up together because it's just like multiplying 835 times 1 and then 835 times 30 with that placeholder 0. So I need to add them together to get the right answer. 5 plus 0 is 5. Do this with me. 3 plus 5 is 8. 8 plus 0 is 8. 5 plus nothing is 5. 2 plus nothing is 2. And then don't forget your comma. So the answer is 25,885. Here's a practice check. There's only going to be one this time, so you either get it or you don't. Try this one. 294 times 43. Pause the video now while you work it out. Here is your challenge. Try this one. Remember, there's no penalty if you don't get it right. 903 times 382. It's tricky because there are 3 digits on the bottom, but just remember, start step by step with your ones, then your tens, then your hundreds. I bet you could do it. Pause the video now to give yourself time to work it out. Okay, here are the answers. Don't go forward if you're not ready for them yet. Pause, pause, pause. Okay, practice check number 1. I got 12,642. Hopefully that's what you got too. And for the challenge, I got 344,946. How'd you do? Did you get the practice check? Hopefully yes. If not, then go back, rewatch the video, take it apart step by step, and notice how I started with the numbers from the ones column to the tens and then moved forward from there. That is it for us for multi-digit multiplication. Kind of a short video today. Have a good night, everybody.